What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building, man. And today, I got a very special banger lined up for y'all, man. I got the top 3 best rare shooting guards on current gen, y'all. Now, I just want to say, if y'all decided to click on the video, thank y'all so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and get into the making, man. So before we do anything, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and hit that like button. It helps me out so much. But let's go ahead and get into the making of the first build. Go ahead and pick the pie chart with the one with a little bit more of the slashing and then the shooting. From here, when it comes to the physical profile, you can really pick whatever you want. But with the best one, it's going to be the one with the 80 speed, 80 acceleration, and the 84 vertical. Now, when it comes to the stats, y'all, go ahead and follow along exactly as I am doing here. For the finishing, we are actually going to be able to maintain 5 badges. Then when it comes to the shooting, y'all, 21. Now, when it comes to the playmaking side of things, we are actually going to be even to get the pro dribble moves. And then on top of that, we're going to be able to get 15 playmaking badges. Now, when it comes to the defense, the best part, what you want to go ahead and do here is max out the perimeter, lateral quickness, steal. Then when it comes to the defensive rebound, do the same thing. And right there, we're going to get 7 badges. So honestly, a really nice setup when it's all said and done. In my opinion, I'm telling you right now, it is going to be best if you make it this way. Now, when it comes to the height, go ahead and put this build to 6'6". When it comes to the weight, this is honestly going to be adjustable to your liking. But honestly, the best overall decision with what my preference would be somewhere around the 180 range. Again, if you want to go with the lowest, you definitely can do so. But I feel like 187 is going to be perfect. And then when it comes to the wingspan, y'all, go ahead and check out what it's like when you max it out. We do get that lockdown takeover. But if you go to anywhere from 82.5 to 83.4, this is going to be a different range as well. Then we still get the contact dunks as well as the pro dribble moves on this build. So honestly, going to be a super rare shooting guard build, especially with the name that we're going to be getting out of it. Now, again, it really just comes down to what you like when it comes to the preference of the height, weight, and the wingspan. But with mine, I'm telling you right now, the honestly best overall version is going to be 83.4. As you can see, we do get the shot creating and the sharpshooting takeover. Now, it really comes down to your preference as well as your playstyle when it comes to these takeovers. One that's going to be really easy to get is going to be the slashing. I'm going to go ahead and pick that one, and as y'all can see, we have made the well-rounded guard. Now, let's go ahead and get into the second build that we're going to be making. The next shooting guard is actually going to be called the two-way pass first guard, y'all. Now, these two-way builds are honestly going to be very glitchy when it comes to their stats. Everything about them is very special, especially when you break it down, y'all. Once you grind these builds out to 99, I'm telling you, going to be a completely different build. But in the long run, it is definitely going to be worth it because you're honestly going to be making a very overpowered build that's also going to be slept on. And on top of all that, we are also going to be able to maintain a rare build name and still be very competitive in any game mode, depending on the way that you go about making it. Now, I'm telling you right now, for each of these builds that I'm bringing to y'all, there are a couple different ways that you can actually go about making them. It really just comes down to what you like. And another thing that you should really consider is that when it comes to rare builds, you tend to take a couple of hits in certain categories, but honestly, most of the time it is going to be nothing too major. So I would say you are perfectly fine in any situation. It just depends on the type of build and what kind of stats that you need to maintain in order to get the build name that you want out of it. Now, with this one, I do have to say it is honestly going to be one of my most favorite builds overall because of the name that we get out of it. I'm telling you, it is just a really nice build name. Now, let's go ahead and put it under the shooting guard position, of course. Then when it comes to the pie chart, again, you may be able to make this build out of a couple different pie charts, but the best one is going to be the defensive split right down the middle with the playmaking. And then from here, when it comes to the physical profile, again, it really comes down to just what you like. So with my preference, I'm telling you right now, the vertical on this pie chart right here, the 88 vertical, 88 acceleration, and the 89 speed, it does not get much better than that, especially with that kind of balance. Now, let's go ahead and get into these badges, y'all. So as you can see, we are going to be able to put the close shot and the driving layup to an 81. Do not go anything over. The driving dunk is going to be a 78, and then when it comes to the standing dunk, this is going to be a 45 for 6 finishing badges. Then when it comes to the shooting, y'all, you are actually going to be able to get 11 shooting badges right here. Then on the playmaking side of things as well, you also get 17. So if you want to go ahead and put it to where you get 18, you can definitely do so to get extra badges in other areas. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this. Now, when it comes to the defense, y'all, we're maxing out the perimeter defense, lateral quickness, as well as our steal. Now, that's going to give us 17 badges right there, so that's going to be very nice. And on top of all that, we still get a lot of badges in the other categories as well. But honestly, the fact that we get a lot in the defensive category is going to make this build so much more better overall when it's all said and done. Now, when it comes to the height, again, this is going to be adjustable to your liking, but I'm telling you right now, overall, the best version is going to be 6'5" or 6'6". Now, when it comes to the weight, again, it comes down to what you like, but I'm going to be going with 200. Then on the wingspan, you could go ahead and max it out, or you could go ahead and try to lower it as long as your ball handle does not pass the 79. Now, that's going to be perfect at 86.0, but again, if you want to go anything higher or lower, feel free to, as long as you don't go over the 80 ball handle. Now, we get the lockdown, playmaking, as well as the slashing. The best one overall is going to be the lockdown, in my opinion, and as y'all can see, we got the two-way pass first guard, y'all. Now, we got one final build left over, so if y'all made it this far, I just want to say thank y'all so much. And as y'all can see, the next build that I got coming at y'all is going to be the 3-and-D guard. So I'm telling you again, with this build, the defense is going to be on point, and on top of all that, we are going to be hitting threes. Of course, with this kind of build name, you definitely want to be able to maintain that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say it one more time before we get into the making, man. Be sure to go ahead and run up those likes, man. I truly would appreciate that if y'all went ahead and hit that like button right now. Yes, right now. You looking at that button, this screen right now. Yes, y'all. Man, it's going to help me out so much. I'm telling you. Thank y'all so much. Let's go ahead and get 20 likes. If we can do that, y'all most definitely know that I got y'all with another banger. But y'all already know that I'm coming at y'all with these every single day, so do not worry about it. Let's go ahead and get into the making now. Of course, we're putting this under the shooting guard position. And then from here, what you want to go ahead and do is really be specific with the pie chart that you pick. Now, you could go ahead and test your luck elsewhere if you want to go ahead and make this build out of another pie chart. But the best one overall, I'm telling you, is going to be the one split right down the middle with the defense as well as the shooting. I'm telling you right now, this is easily going to be the best one for a lot of two-way builds, especially for ones that can still hit threes. Now, when it comes to the physical profile, again, it's going to come down to your preference, but the best one is going to be the one with the 83 speed, 82 acceleration, as well as the 83 vertical. Now, when it comes to these stats, y'all, go ahead and follow along exactly as I am showing y'all. So when it comes to the finishing side of things, this isn't going to be too bad, actually. We have some pretty nice stats here. The thing about it is, though, we get 3 finishing badges, but as you can see, when it comes to the shooting side of things, go ahead and put the mid-range shot to a 75 and the three-pointer to an 80. Then from here, when it comes to the free throw, go ahead and put this to an 88, and the pass accuracy is going to go to a 78. Now, when it comes to the ball handle, what you want to go ahead and do is put this to a 75, and then when it comes to the defense, y'all, go ahead and put the perimeter to an 85, lateral an 85, and the 91 steal. And right here, we're actually going to be able to maintain anywhere from 20 to 19 badges on the defensive side, 11 on the playmaking, 16 shooting, and 3 finishing. This is a super nice badge setup, especially for this kind of build, y'all. And it's only going to get better when we get into the height, weight, and wingspan. With these last couple of stats, it really comes down to what you like. But with my preference, I'm telling you, go ahead and pick whatever you feel most comfortable with. Now, the height on this build, I'm telling you, you can really change it up if you want to go that route. But the best one overall is going to be somewhere between 6'5" as well as 6'6". Now, when it comes to the weight, in my opinion, you can go with the lowest if you want to. It really just comes down to what you like. I'm going to be going with 181. You could even go a little bit higher if you want to go that route. Then when it comes to the wingspan, y'all, this is what's going to affect the 3 ball. So what you want to go ahead and do is put it either all the way to the lowest, or you can can go ahead and put it up to the max and get that lockdown takeover. But again, it just comes down to your comfort level. We actually also get the lockdown takeover even with another wingspan. So that is what's going to be really good about this specific build, that it is going to be very versatile in all areas. So whatever takeover that you pick, honestly, going to be completely fine. I would highly consider the lockdown or the sharpshooting. But again, wherever you want to pick, go ahead and do so. Now, let's go ahead and check out the build name. And as y'all can see, we have made the 3 and D guard. Thank y'all so much for making it all the way through. I truly appreciate y'all. But man, I got another banger dropping for y'all tomorrow. So y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new to the Rich Gang family, as well as any new supporters. I would appreciate if y'all went ahead and ran out those likes. Go ahead and share this banger with your family and friends. And last but not least, go ahead and turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.